Hi guys, so with the holidays approaching and being that here in the US it's coming to Thanksgiving, I wanted to put together some outfits that would really work for like visiting family and that type of thing. Things that are cozy and really beautiful and chic. And I've got a range of prices here too that I think will really work. But for today's video, this is sort of the first installment of holiday outfits. Today is an Everlane collab where I want to show you some new pieces in. Some of them were gifted and some of them I purchased myself. So let's get started with the first few pieces. The first sweater that I'm really excited about is this cashmere option. I like that it's the color Heathered Java. It definitely looks like coffee grounds. It's got a range of different colors in here, from a very, very dark brown to a lighter brown and maybe just a little bit of a chestnut color, but it's very tightly woven together. So on the outside, it just looks like a beautiful like dark chocolate brown. I really like the idea of layering with cashmere sweaters that are thinner because they don't seem to pill quite as much. And I also like the fact that they are thin enough to be able to layer more and more pieces on top of. I also like when things match effortlessly. So I've got something that matches perfectly with this sweater, the editor boot. I love the kitten heel on this. I have this in the black version, the black leather, but this is a chocolate suede. And I just find it to be something that's beautiful for fall in general and moving into winter if you live in a climate that would really allow for suede. I wouldn't wear this necessarily on like a rainy day or if there's snow, but if you have like a beautiful dry sort of climate, then this could be the perfect fall and winter boot. Or you could find it in some of the different colors and treat them so that they are a little bit more weather resistant, at least for drizzly days. For drizzly days though, I love this MAC coat. I think that the color, it's more of a cocoa brown, but it's not quite sort of that chocolate brown or the Heathered Java. It's a lot lighter, maybe even a bit more rust colored. The idea of a MAC coat is that it is a raincoat that's more of a simple cut, and they generally have a bit of lining between the fabrics on the outside that will really protect you from getting like penetrated from your coat being all like soaked with rain. Instead, I don't think that this one actually has an inner lining, something that's rubberized. Instead, they have cotton that's been treated to be weather resistant. So it's not a very thick coat, but it'd be perfect if it's rainy or if it's windy too. So if you live in sort of a warmer climate, if you experience more rain than say snow, then this will be the perfect jacket. And I think that it really works for those Thanksgiving holidays and whatnot, where you want to look a little bit festive, but still like more in the fall notes. And I do think that this color will carry through the rest of the holidays as well. Moving on to what I think is an absolutely festive color. I love this Loden green that is on this mock neck. I think it'll be a wonderful color that I can include in my wardrobe until I start to get out of the sweater season. Like this should carry me through the rest of sweater weather. It's a mock neck as well, which can be a beautiful option. And one thing to note is that this mock neck in particular is made out of their grade A cashmere. So Everlane has different levels of cashmere. So this one's more on their luxe end, and you can choose this option, or the sweater that I showed previously is in their lower end cashmere, so that's more of an affordable range. And I did also pick out this beautiful matching scarf. One of the greatest things about shopping from the same company is that you can find matching colors a lot of times, and so having this scarf to accompany that sweater is a beautiful option, and I like the look of both of these together. It looks like it came from a matching set, but it really didn't, and I can mix and match these with other items in my wardrobe. But again, this is a super thin and light scarf, but it's very soft. It's something that, you know, today I've just sort of worn it down and drapey, which really elongates my figure, I think. But then also you can always bundle up scarves and make them super comfortable. I would wear this if I was traveling maybe on a plane or in a car trip, because I can sort of use scarves as neck pillows, and it's really comfortable. For those of you who live sort of in a more cold climate, or maybe you want to go ahead and prepare for those absolutely frigid months, December through February, this is an absolutely wonderful coat for that. This is the Rewool Italian overcoat. It's definitely one of my thicker coats. I would say that it's probably one of my top 2 thickest coats, warmest coats, heaviest coats. It feels sort of like that old-timey fabric that maybe your father or your grandfather might have worn, but it definitely has a very elevated style. It's very minimal in its style, and they've sort of exaggerated some components about it that really give it a more modern look than, say, if you were to wear something that's more vintage. But it definitely has a vintage flair to it. I love this sort of camel color to it. I think it's really fun to sort of wear these in a more modern way with a sweatshirt, maybe some pointed boots, and I just like the whole look of it all together to be able to wear it in a casual way, which is how I prefer to visit family. I like to be chic, but yet incredibly comfortable and ready to eat amazing food and then take a wonderful nap on a recliner. That's what my plans are. Okay, last couple of pieces. One I am so pumped about. This shirt that I'm wearing right now is the turtleneck. That's the micro rib turtleneck. I absolutely love their micro rib. I love it because it is stretchy and very thin, perfect to layer in. If you feel a little bit warm, like I feel a little bit warm right now, so wearing something thinner right now is beautiful, and I can easily layer on top of it. But I think why I like it is that the scoop neck version of the micro rib is something I had in 3 different colors, and I wore it all the time, especially in those warmer months. So this is a perfect cold weather option, this turtleneck. I love that the turtleneck comes all the way up, and I can choose if I want to lay it flat or if I want to have it more of this sort of modern style of having it all the way up. With their micro ribs, they always have a line of stitching that goes down the back, and it's just a beautiful, flattering look. And finally, I purchased this corduroy chore coat. Those are 2 things that I absolutely love all the time. I love corduroy pants, I love corduroy jackets, and I like that it's a little bit more of an emphasized stitch on this corduroy because it seems to have a little bit more of that texture and rib to it than a lot of other corduroy options. I also love chore coats. I just find them to be very easy to wear and very cozy, if not necessarily extremely warm like that overcoat was, but something that is a little bit lighter, a little bit more casual, and sort of more efficient. Like it is inspired by like how people used to dress for, you know, doing chores, and obviously because of the name. One thing that I love about this chore coat is that a lot of different chore coats do hit me at sort of an awkward length, but this one seems to be much more flattering. You know, obviously I like whenever I wear these, there's a little bit more menswear inspired. I love all of the different pockets. I love the outline of the inner pocket that you can see there a little bit. And I also just like that it's functional. It's something I could walk down the street in and go visit friends, or it's something that I could just wear if it's maybe a lighter day. If it's just milder weather, then this is perfect for that as well. So I'm not sure if they're going to restock this. I know right now they're sold out of this exact chore coat, but their liner coat is very similar, and I'll leave a link down for you guys in the description where you can find that. And that's a wrap. Thank you so much, Everlane, for sponsoring this video, and let me know in the comments where you plan to be for the holidays this season, and don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.